Welcome back to the Sam McKee Memorial Broadcast Set, everybody. I'm joined by another very special guest, the Chief Executive Officer of Volente Farms and the past chairman and current vice chairman of the New Jersey Sire Stakes Board of Trustees, Mike Gulotta. Mike, thanks so much for being with us
Nice
tonight.
to be here with you, Dave.
You know, we have so many questions for you because I've interviewed you in the past. Let me begin by asking, what is your role on the Board of Trustees?
So I'm vice chairman of the Board of Trustees, and as you mentioned, I was former chairman. What we do is we set the purses for the Sire Stakes. You know, we manage the budgets, and we get an appropriation from the state to the tune of $1.2 million out of the $20 million that we get from the state. So we decide what races are we going to run. For example, 4-year-old Sire Stakes, the Premier, Standardbred Development Fund. We make all those decisions.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the appropriation and how the government goes to work for the harness racing industry. Governor Phil Murphy approved a bill that put $100 million into the horse racing industry in 2019. Now, you told me a couple of moments ago that was the first time that this money was realized. What was the impetus for that appropriation?
Well, the impetus for the appropriation is that the industry was very important to the state and to the legislators. We got to thank Phil Murphy. We got to thank Nick Scutari. We got to thank Craig Coughlin, and we got to thank all the people in the SBOA who worked so hard to influence the legislators and make them understand that the return on investment in our industry was great. In fact, Coughlin once said that it's one of the things that works. And so the impetus was open space, keep an industry healthy, and make us more competitive with our neighboring states and with other states that are in the harness racing business.
Was part of the appropriation and part of that thought process the fact that places like Pennsylvania and New York are way ahead of us, in fact, infinitely so from a slots revenue point of view?
Yes, absolutely. They understand, the governor and the legislators understand that we in New Jersey are at a competitive disadvantage. New York has slot machines, Pennsylvania has slot machines, Kentucky has historic race wagering. Historic race wagering has been a boon to the industry in Kentucky. I met with Governor Beshear at Governor Murphy's house, and he went over and told Governor Murphy how great they were doing. And Murphy came over and said, "When can we do this? But we need legislation."
All right, so it was
whether it's a casino or something else. We need alternative gaming. We need legislation.
All right, so it was $100 million back in 2019. I tell you what, we're going to get more into the nuts and bolts about how that revenue is dispersed among the thoroughbred and harness racing industries. But for now, they're coming onto the track for tonight's 8th race. Let's go to Gay Prude for the post parade. After that, more with Mike Gulotta. All right, we're back with Mike Gulotta here on set talking more about the effects of the appropriation. Now, Mike, we got the money for 2024. What happens with 2025 and beyond?
So 2025, we've got in the budget, in the governor's budget, and the legislators are supportive of extending. Budget is only for 1 year, okay? So we've got also to work on the 5-year extension, okay? So, and I think the legislators back in lame duck session, they supported 181 to 1. But if you add the House and the Senate and the Assembly votes,
right,
181 to 1. So they were supportive of a 5-year extension at $20 million a year. So, but the budget is a one year deal.
Is there any chance that the new 5-year extension will not make it?
There's always a chance.
There's always a chance.
There's always a chance that this is politics, right?
Right.
So but we have. The SBOA has done a phenomenal job of becoming very close to the legislators in Trenton, and we've done also a good job of being close to and explaining the benefits of the industry to the governor as well. So it's been an educational job. It's been a teaching job, and For example, we explained to them that there are 3,600 jobs in New Jersey associated with the racing industry. There is $500 million worth of economic activity, and the numbers have increased dramatically since the appropriation's been in place.
Talk a little bit about sires and stuff like that. The incredible explosion of opportunity for breeding and stuff.
Yeah,
like
but we double the number of sires from before the appropriation to after. We're the capital of trotting sires. I mean, you got Tactical Landing, Muscle Hill, and Walner.
Oh, yeah, we kill when it comes to trotters
in New Jersey. And on the pacing side, we're not so weak. We have Lazarus, and we're getting stronger. We've got Perfect Sting, and then the new addition is Tattoo Artist. So Perfect Sting has been extremely well supported by Brittany Farms, for example, who own 50% of them, and by Marty Granoff, excuse me, and same thing's happening with Tattoo Artist. He's going to really great mares like Drop the Ball and mares like that.
Mike, we have a little over 60 seconds here. I want you to answer this question because it really got me excited. How does New Jersey's program get into the same stratosphere as Kentucky? I mean, they have sire stakes finals that go for $400,000.
Okay, so we only got 60 seconds, but number one, I'll answer the question. The question is, we need alternative gaming. Whether it's a casino or historic race wagering, that requires a referendum, by the public, and we will kill any state. We will be on the top of the mountain. Okay, there will be no competition whatsoever if we get alternative gaming. The sky is the limit, and we will explode.
The last time, as Mr. Grau explained it to me, it wasn't going to win. The referendum wasn't going to go through. Is it going to be different this time around?
It depends on how it's done. I mean, I know Jeff is optimistic that it's going to happen. I think when you look at the numbers, when you look at the revenue that could come to the state without a penny of investment by the state, it's a no-brainer, absolute no-brainer. And if we have 4,000 people per square mile here in Bergen County. In Kentucky, there's 111 people per square mile. Okay, 1,000 people per square mile in Fayette County. Okay, we will blow the doors off, and the benefit is the horse industry will benefit tremendously.
Mike Gulotta, thanks so much for your very optimistic view of the future, but certainly the future is now. They're coming to the gate for the 3-year-old filly, New Jersey Sire Stakes Final. $240,000 on the line. Jessica Otten will have post-race reaction in the winner's circle. Mike Gulotta, thanks for being with us.
You're very welcome. Thank you.